Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Bloom with Tea and Ty.
Today we're going to be talking about Sagittarius season. We are going to be just chatting about the energy that this season is bringing, and then we're going to be pulling a few cards to see what lessons and blessings Sag season has for us. So let's get into it. Right. So today we are going to be, as I said, talking about Sagittarius season and kind of going over the energies that this season is going to bring as we begin to bring 2020 to a close. And since this is Ty's sun sign, I'm going to give her the honor of sharing with us some of the traits that Sagittarius has to offer.
Yes, Sag season is my fave season, of course, because it's my birthday. But anyway, let's talk about some of the Sagittarius traits. So if you guys don't know already, Sag is one of the three fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And of the three fire signs, Sagittarius, I feel, is the most fun out of all the fire signs. We have that lightheartedness, free-spirited energy. We can be very optimistic. Another trait that I love about Sagittarius too is that we have a lot of compassion for others, and we're very loyal to our family and friends. So you guys need to get you a Sagittarius friend if you don't have one already. Some more traits about Sagittarius is we can be very adventurous and free-spirited. And some people can look at that as flighty, and it can kind of have like a negative connotation behind it. But I feel that the reason why Sagittarius are adventurous is because we learn through our experiences. So we have to go through things and move different places and see different things so that we can experience life in other ways for us. And it plays out in different parts of your life depending on where Sagittarius falls in your chart. But that's basically the gist of it, kind of like learning through your experiences. And they seek truth through knowledge. So they love to learn and love to read and talk about deep things, and very philosophical. So those are some of my favorite traits about Sagittarius. And with the Sagittarius season, when you talk about the astrological energy that surrounds this Sagittarius season in 2020. Well, first off, we're moving from Scorpio into Sagittarius season. So the theme in Scorpio was very emotional, getting in touch with your heart, opening up your heart to feel those emotions that may have been suppressed. So as you move into Sagittarius season, this is going to give you that opportunity and to still feel those emotions, but kind of have a lightheartedness to them, to see the beauty in those emotions. We also have Neptune and Mercury going direct, and they'll be moving through the sign of Sagittarius. And with Mercury going direct through the sign of Sagittarius, that will you'll see that play out in communication, because Mercury rules our communication. So when it's moving through Sagittarius, you'll see, or you may feel like your communication is a little bit more blunt and straight to the point. There's no sugarcoating. Like, I'm going to say what's on my mind, and this is how I feel. This is what I'm going to say. Neptune moving through Sagittarius, Neptune rules over Pisces. So that's has to do with imagination and the mysterious side of us, and exploring parts of your imagination that you don't really, kind of push to the side, and just being a little bit more mysterious.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the gist of those few planets and energy surrounding this Sagittarius season.
Yes. So Sagittarius season also brings with it some eclipse energy. And this eclipse energy is going to be kind of a culmination of energies that we've been dealing with, and like seeds that we've been planting since June. So since this summer. So you can kind of think back to the things that you were trying to put into motion at that time. And now at this time during Sagittarius season, as we go through these next two eclipses, we'll be kind of seeing those seeds come to fruition. We'll see them begin to bloom. And on the 30th of November, we're going to be experiencing the Gemini full moon, and that's going to be a lunar eclipse. And so with this full moon energy, we can kind of expect that there is going to be a lot of changes. So Ty and I are going to be putting out content for the Gemini full moon, so stay tuned for that. We'll be talking more about that energy and what that energy is going to bring. And then also the Sagittarius new moon is going to take place on the 14th of December. And this is going to be a solar eclipse. And with this energy, it's really going to be calling us to seek out our life's purpose, which I think really goes in with like the end of the year type of energy, and really solidifying our soul's purpose before we bring 2022 the close that it deserves. So yeah, just finding your soul's purpose and seeking that higher truth, basically. So we're going to go ahead now and get into the card pull. We're going to pull a couple of cards. I am going to be using the standard Rider-Waite tarot deck, and Ty, I think, is going to be, pulling a couple Moonology cards. So we are going to go ahead and get into that. All right, so we are going to begin with a prayer, and you may close your eyes, take a deep breath, whatever you feel called to do at this time. We'll go ahead and begin. Thank you, God, for protecting and covering us. We welcome you to this session. Please provide us with clear messages of the highest truth and compassion. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to first pull a card to see what lessons from the tarot, what lessons Sag season has for us. And the first card that popped out was the Seven of Swords. So we're definitely feeling this energy coming out of Scorpio season for sure. That unrest, like feeling anxious, not knowing what to do, needing rest, needing to take the time to make sure that we take care of our bodies and figure out what it is that's causing us this distress, or just what it is that's causing us to be, feeling uneasy.
Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah.
I can definitely attest to feeling that, just those late nights, worrying and all of that, for sure.
Right. This is literally waking up in the middle of the night and like just feeling anxious and overwhelmed, but also I think it's too recognizing like when your body needs that, when you need to take that time out, and when your body needs that rest.
And important with the seven too. Every time I hear sevens, what resonates with me is to keep going. So although this energy it has been a little heavy and may have been causing you restless nights, keep going, because the pain doesn't last always.
No, this is the 9. Sorry.
Well, the 9, but
like, not the 7. I'm looking like, probably because I'm looking at it backwards, but I'm like, this is not. Yeah.
But the meaning, the interpretation of what we said.
Yeah, the interpretation is still the same, but this is the 9. Sorry. Yeah.
You can still keep going even if it's not the 7.
Yeah, right. Okay, Spirit, the messages are the messages. Okay, so yeah. But this is definitely like that waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning card and just feeling anxious. And I think we've all kind of been feeling that energy just throughout this year anyway. So with that being said, I will say though that I think that Sagittarius So this is what lessons, you know, Sagittarius season will bring us. So I think in regards to lessons, it's recognizing when you're feeling this way and making sure that you're tending to your body, tending to your spiritual, you know, your spiritual self, your mind, all of those things as necessary. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. That's a good card. And the next card that we're going to go ahead and pull will represent what blessings Sagittarius season has to offer us.
Oh,
The
shit.
Tower, which again coincides with pretty much all of this energy that we're feeling right now. Like everything, we feel like our world as we know it is like literally crashing down right before our eyes. And we know that nothing is going to be the same again. But with everything crashing down, that gives us the opportunity to build a new tower, to start, you know, again, that rebirth energy, that transformation energy coming out of Scorpio season gives us the opportunity to transform and transcend and find our higher purpose.
Right. And that makes sense too, because especially with like businesses and business owners, when you're thinking about like what blessings, a lot of people are thinking about, you know, like how are they going to sustain themselves,
Yes.
you know, throughout the rest of the year, especially if we're going to be locked down or whatever it is. But the tower always seems like it's such a bad thing, and it looks like, you know, terrifying when you see, like, oh, people falling out of a castle, like, but I always, when I see the tower, it definitely makes me smile because I think of transformation whenever I see it. I know that you're being set up for a beautiful beginning and a beautiful new beginning. So,
it's calling us all to kind of revamp the way that we've been doing things. And you know, to go into what you said about businesses and stuff, it's like people are having to find new ways to market. People are having to change their audience and find new strategies. So that's definitely, and it is a blessing. It is a blessing because it's opening our eyes to the fact that there are other ways of doing things. There are other opportunities. There are other possibilities. And we're going to be bringing in that energy Sagittarius season. So that is great. The last card that we're going to pull is going to, well, the last card from the tarot is going to represent the overall energy that Sagittarius season will be bringing. So let's see what messages Spirit has for us. Okay. 10 of Cups. Yes, this is great energy.
Transformation after that tower.
Yes, this is literally what we're all going to be manifesting, like the life that we desire, the family that we desire, all of the blessings. We're going to be in tune with our emotional selves. We're going to be emotionally intelligent, which will allow us to transcend and bring the best version of ourselves to all of our relationships, with our children, our partners, our friends. And that's a beautiful thing.
Yes. Love it. That's the perfect
family. And that's a great way, I think that's going to be the energy that we're all tapping into for just the end, this, you know, closing of the year, is just like spending time with family and reconnecting with just the things that are most important to us.
Right. And things that make us happy.
Yeah, the things that make us happy.
I feel like that's what the theme of this whole year has been about, like removing those things that no longer serve us so that we can start to move into this 10 of Cups.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So now Ty is going to pull a couple of clarifying oracle cards.
Yes. All right, Spirit. So we're doing lessons first, right?
Yeah.
What lessons will the moon teach us in this Sagittarius season that's coming up? What lessons? From the top. Okay. The North Node. Did we get this card last time?
Yes, we did.
Yep. Wait a minute, this looks familiar. Yep, this looks familiar. So,
yes.
same. stepping into your destiny. This says step out of your comfort zone. But that's what the North Node is about. It's like, moving into your destiny. That's what Sagittarius is a season about, is being free spirited, not letting go of those restraints and doing what what you're called here on this earth to do. So that's definitely the lesson that we'll be learning, to remove all those restraints so that we can move into this.
Yeah. Yep. That tower coming down.
All right, and let's see. What blessings will the moons in Sagittarius season bring us? Okay. New moon in Cancer. Is the new moon going to be in Cancer at the end of Sag season, or is it the full moon?
The full moon will be in Cancer at the end of the year. Yes.
Well, we have new moon in Cancer, and it says you and your loved ones are safe. Like T said, that 10 of Cups energy. That's the blessings that we're getting. We're getting that time to spend with family, to nurture our family, to nurture our kids, our loved ones, and to bring out that nurturing side. That's what Cancer definitely, the Cancer trait definitely have, is that nurturing, motherly, in touch with your emotion side. So, yes. Wow, I think that's the message right there. Like,
we've learned a lot about safety this year and what it means for us to be safe and to feel safe. And that's
exactly. Powerful. That's one thing I feel like that I feel is grateful about the whole quarantine situation, is, it made everybody come together. And it's like, now you're starting to think about, okay, let's make sure we're taking these proper precautions in our home, when we go out, when we're going outside, when we're in public, to keep everyone safe. I know in our household, we definitely do, by, doing steams and stuff like that with the kids, respiratory steams.
Yes. And just your mental, like, that's part of safety too, is being mentally in a good place and taking care of yourself mentally and physically. So, yes.
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah. Stay tuned. There's definitely more to come. We are very grateful for everyone who's tuning in to Bloom with T and Ty. We can't wait to share more videos with you all. And
don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, interact with us, ask us questions, whatever.
Talk to us for bookings if you are interested. We would love to connect with you. Follow us on social media. Yeah.
All of that. Bye guys. See you next time.
See you next time.